Hello, folks. Welcome to the Gobbler Coaches Show. My partner Ray and I are here with Coach Jack Alvarez. Coach, congratulations on a big by-district win last week against the YMLA Lions.
I appreciate it. It was good to get our feet wet, get in the playoffs, get a win, get on to round two.
Coach, the kids, I'm kind of quoting what you said in a couple articles. The kids executed the fundamentals like you wanted them to. Talk about that, and then also talk about how it's well known last week. I mean, a lot of kids got a lot of playing time. Talk about how the game went, and then just talk about how the second team, the JV and the freshmen, all did when they got in against another varsity team.
Well, I thought we were really sharp on both sides of the ball when we first came out. Defense went out, stopped them 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3. Now, I'll say this: they got a couple first downs on us with our good ones in there. That running back, I thought he was a load, big, tall, lean kid, probably weighed about 190.
Ray and I made comments up there. He's pretty good.
And I wish they had told me at the end of the game he was like 20 yards away from 1,000, and that's why they called timeout and got it. If I'd have known that, I'd have just we'd have made it happen for him. Yeah. So anyway, he's just a junior. I mean, I think he's a really good football player. They had a couple of guys I thought were good players, but probably their biggest. And I know I'm talking about them, but their fronts were very, very weak on both sides of the ball. But I thought our defense played well. I thought they played sharp, and then turn around offensively, and Jerry almost looked surgical, throwing where he threw it, and then blocking people and running. I mean, it was like almost like practice, and that's what I wanted it to be. I left my offensive line in a little longer, and I left the skilled guys in, just conditioning. I think I left them in. I think the varsity starters stayed in about halfway through the second quarter. We went ahead and we made a switch with our second team. I think it was 9 minutes and 50-something seconds. We put the whole second team in except for the line, and you could tell that again because I mean the next running backs and stuff, they were running just as clean as the first ones were, and it was good. They got that group got a couple scores, got them out of the game, and then we let the JV play some of the second quarter and the whole third quarter, and then we allowed our freshmen to play the fourth quarter. Second half, we kicked 2 field goals, which I thought was huge, just as a practice because we've been very, very efficient inside the red zone. I will say since the Wimberley game, and we went for some stuff down there at Wimberley. We threw one in the end zone on a fourth down, and we tried a little trick play down there that didn't work, and large part of it was because we didn't feel good about our kicking unit at that time. I think right now, same situation. I at least kick one of those. I might not kick them both, but I would have probably at least kicked one of them. So, that good confidence for Lowell Crane. We talked about it earlier today. He's came out such a long way. People don't realize, I don't know what he is right now. I know Ray could probably tell me, but I guarantee he's only missed 2 or 3 extra points all year long. And I know people at Gonzales, when we went over to Gonzales, it wasn't Crane. He wasn't the reason I wasn't kicking the extra points. Kaysen was out for that game. So we didn't have a snapper, and I didn't want it to be you don't know going into the game early, how's it going to go. I was confident, but I went ahead and I went for 2 extra two pointers at the beginning of the game just to give the new snapper some cushion so he felt comfortable snapping it back.
Yeah, he's 49 out of 52, so he's only missed 3 all year.
That's
great. Yeah, and then
that's
2 of 2
good
on field goals. I mean, that's really.
Now is he one of our top scorers yet? He ought to be.
No. Well, here I was joking with Coach Blanc after the game Thursday night. From a fantasy standpoint, if you had high school fantasy football, as the kicker, he was 8 of 8 on extra points, so that's 8 points, and he was 2 of 2 on field goals, so that's 6 more. So he's up to 14, and he had an interception. He had 16 points as a kicker.
Let's go.
That's pretty good for a kicker, right?
I think I'm gonna go pick him up right now.
Right. On waivers. Yeah, we need to pick up Harrison on waivers. So
anyway, he's from a kid that hadn't played football but 1 year, and I don't know if he played junior high or not. I know he didn't play last year, my first year here, and I don't know if he played before that. I definitely know he was not been a kicker, and to come in and pick that up and us be able to count on him is just huge, and my hat's off to him and how hard he's worked at being efficient at that. But going back to the game real quick, every year you bring all these guys up and they become glorified
Chicken fried steak eaters.
chicken fried and we use them for scout teams, pretty much in run group, and then we still go ones on ones, our best on best, about, I don't know, I would say probably 15 to 20 plays a day. We do it in two separate deals, but that group allows us to break up into an offense and a defense and make sure blocking assignments are right. So they're scout teams the whole time, and for them to be able to get in a first round playoff game hopefully keeps those kids hungry and excited about playing football through December and make them want more of that for next year and see what it's all about. So huge for the program.
Yeah. You had 11 different guys carry the ball. It's a lot for the stat guys. It's a lot of writing, but that's good.
I looked out there one time. We had 250. I think it was 254s or 253s in the same time in the offensive line.
It was a nightmare for Ray and I toward the end of the game because we were just basically saying number 8 ran the ball, and then we ended up getting a roster, but there were still some kids that got in that weren't.
What we'll do? What we did, because I'll tell everybody that way they know that. So you're ending your season, you got freshman JV going on, and then we had a list of guys we knew we were going to bring, and we communicated that with them. Well, you still got to do T-shirts and rosters and get all that stuff right because it's got to be right. Well, you don't want to invite some guys up and then tell you no, and you have rosters with people that's not out there. Because some of those kids, we did have some kids going to basketball, which is fine. That's what I want. I want the ones that want to be out there, and if a kid wants to go into basketball, that's what I told them. I said, what I don't want is you say you want to stay out, and then next week there's a game on Tuesday night. You say, Coach, I got to go to the game. That's what I didn't want. So I said, just make up your mind. It's basketball season for JV and freshmen. Hey, go, no problem. But let's don't start something and decide we want to do something else when the other looks a little funner.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Coach, congratulations. Great victory, great all-around victory. A lot of kids got into the game. You found you a new weapon with Crane. Good deal on that. Let's talk about your opponent that you're going to face tonight, Rockport Fulton Pirates. You're going to face them tonight in Victoria. Talk about what you can expect to see on both sides of the ball from those guys.
Well, I expect that I'll start from an offensive standpoint for them. They're very explosive. They score lots of points. They're averaging well over 50 a game, and they seem that they score even more in the second half. I don't know. I have my theory on it. I'm not going to share that, but anyway, they keep scoring even when the game is over. That quarterback's a good player. He's a coach's kid. I think he's got 28 or 29 touchdown passes on the year. Number 20, he's a little running back for him. When I say little, he looks like he weighs maybe 140 to 150, but he's really fast. I mean, I've time doing a flying 40. What I'm calling a flying 40 is once you're up and running. I timed in a 40 just off video, and it's 4.3-ish. But that's up and running, so hey, what does it cost you to start? Mm-hmm. I would still say he's still 4.5, 4.6 kid, so he has plenty of speed to hurt people. They have another running back, number 5, Devin Phillips. He's their other guy back there that they get the ball to. When 20 split out, they're going to throw it to him, and they run basically a wing tee in the gun, a true. I got a wing. They're running buck sweep. They're running counters, and similar. I'm not saying exactly what we do, but there are some similarities in the offense with them pulling people and blocking down. I mean, I'm a block out. I'm a block down, kick out guy. I'm not saying we don't zone some, but I think in high school football, blocking down and kicking out, and if you watch college and pros, there's a lot more blocking down and kicking out because defenses are getting so fast. It's hard to hook those. It's just my philosophy on it. I wouldn't necessarily do exactly what they're doing, but they're good at it, and that's their program. But anyway, they do try to throw it around out of it, and number 20 will be a big part of that. If they're going to throw it down the field, I feel like that's who they're going to throw it at. Looking at their defense, they have a physical front. Number 82, I think, is their best defensive lineman. 82, 55, and 62. Those guys, they come forward. They really attack good. Their next best players besides their front is their linebackers. Number 18, He's a big kid. You'll see him tonight. I think he plays a little tight end, but they pretty much like us. They're playing their kids pretty much one way. But he's a downhill linebacker. Sometimes he'll just run in the pile and knock the whole pile down. He's a big, strong kid, but I like him a lot. 30 is their other linebacker that I think is good. He'll be more of a strong side linebacker, like an edge force player. And I imagine he'll follow AJ around tonight. And then number 24 is their other inside linebacker. He's the least of the three, but he still makes plays. And again, I judge people by, are they downhill or are they a side-to-side player? When they're downhill, I got to give them credit.
Who was the third linebacker, Coach? I'm sorry, I was trying to write this down.
24, he's an inside guy.
Gotcha. Okay, thank
24, he's an inside guy. So 24 and 18 will be in the inside, 30 will be on the edge, and number 6 will be the other edge player as an outside linebacker type kid. They've had some injury problems in there. So 82 is a really big, strong, physical kid, and through the podcast listening, we kind of hearing he may play tonight, which that will help. They'll be a lot better if he's in the game. Their weakness, I will have to say, is their back end, but their best back end player is number 12, Carson Flores. I think he's a good football player. The other 3 guys, I would say, are the weak links in their back end. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying when I'm comparatively speaking to all the kids, you know which ones you want to go at, where you have your best chances. So I wouldn't say we're just overly. We're not saying we won't throw it at 24's direction, but he's the best of their guys they have in the back. Kicker, they got a good kicker. He kicks it good and deep. Punter, I mean, their special teams are pretty good overall. And I was telling Ray earlier, I think that they will try to steal. I think for them to have a chance, they got to try to steal some possessions on us. So we got to make sure we're taking care of our duties on special teams, make sure that that's not where it's at.
And they're the second place team coming out of their district, runner up behind Sinton, correct?
Yeah, it was 20. I think what was it?
28-21. Sinton beat them.
So they're not far off. They think they're good. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now. A lot of that has to do with the quarterback play, and they feel like they can score on anybody. So we really hadn't been in a big game since Smithville. So it's been a couple weeks now. See if we can't turn up the heat a little bit, and it ought to be fun tonight.
Ray, you got some history on Rockport Fulton?
Yes, I do. Let me turn.
They claim that they've never beat us.
That's not true.
Well, again, podcast information.
Yeah, no,
podcast information. They're saying they're going to be the first to ever beat us.
They beat us 48-12 in Cuero in 2002. I was here. They ran the wishbone, and we had no answer for the wishbone that whole night. But no, we're 5-1 against them. Played them in 86 and 87. So you were out in 85.
Yeah.
85. So Johnny Dietz at my office was talking about he had a funny story like I did. My favorite story of them was when we in 2003 it was Mark Reeves' first year here. We went down there to play them, and that win, A&M linebacker fame, Dallas Cowboy was their fullback, and they came out before the game, and I wasn't used to seeing this back then, but they had, I think, one kid carrying the Texas flag and one kid carrying the American flag, like kind of teams do now and then. Dat was carrying the skull and crossbone, the black flag, the pirate flag, and before the game, he came running out there kind of like Florida State and stuck the flag in the middle of the ground because they didn't, they still have grass now, but he stuck it in the field, and everybody in Rockport went crazy. First play of the scrimmage when they had the ball on offense, first play of the game, he was their fullback, and they ran him up the middle. He made 5 or 6 yards, but LeVar Jenkins was a sophomore, went on and played at UT, got his ride at Texas, hit him, knocked him cold. I mean, the game stopped for like 3 minutes or 4 minutes while they came out there, and everybody was huddled around him, and finally he stands up and walks off and never plays the rest of the game, and Cuero won. We won that game 21-20, but that was the first. We had a kind of 2002 was a bad year. We'd had a couple of bad years in between Finley, you know what I'm saying, and Mark getting here, but that was kind of, I think, Mark's first. A win that we won that people didn't think we were going to win. But the ignition for the game was when that win got knocked loopy. So, in any event. But no, 5-1. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5-1 all time.
All right. And the winner of this game plays the winner of the Wimberley Port Isabel game, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So I know we're probably going to talk about it. If we do win, I've been talking to Wimberley, and we're talking Friday for sure. And we both agreeing we want to play at night if possible.
Okay.
So that's all I can really say right now, because you go to
Sure.
saying we're going to do this time,
Sure.
and then you lose, or
Oh,
you say
yeah,
you're
no,
going to
no.
do this time. Me and him really hadn't flipped and did all the
Right.
But we are right now. We're both pretty agreeable to Friday. So
That's why I worded it the way I worded it. The winner of this game. So.
I'm planning on it.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I am
We
planning on it.
are too. We are
I am
too.
planning on it.
All right. Well, what else is going on in Gobbler athletics?
Well, we have girls basketball going on right now. Y'all want to cut that out? Gobbler athletics right now. What we have going on is girls basketball. That's all cranked up. We won. We didn't win a tournament. We went 3 out of 4 in our first tournament. Won our first home opener. Had some injuries, some things going on right now. We lost one this week, and we'll be playing a tournament this weekend.
One game, Beeville tomorrow.
One game be built tomorrow. Thank you. It's here.
Yep.
So anyway, appreciate the help on that. But anyway, I talked about it last week. She thinks she got a lot of depth, and I guess she's fixed to have to use some of it. One of the girls was washing dishes and broke a glass in her hand, and so yeah, it hurt my stomach. She showed it. She showed me her hand yesterday. Like,
Yeah.
But anyway,
Stuff like that makes
we
me
got some things going on right now that it's going to make us stronger in the long run. Just not a whole lot of fun to live through right now. Junior high boys played last night. 8th grade won big. 7th grade lost by 2. So all that's starting to crank up. And then boys basketball, I think they're going to try to play some during the holidays. We'll see how all that plays out. I think a lot of that depends on us.
And in that situation, Coach Blanc Senior, he takes them, right? Because
He takes the other thing that's going on. So Mike
Coach Blanc Jr. is your defensive
He's
coordinator.
my DC. So what they do is Coach Blanc, D Blanc, he's kind of run the off season for those basketball kids. But Mike gets up here like early in the morning, and he has his practice with the guys that are straight basketballers. Well, I say early, I guess around 6:30, something like that, which is early for kids. And those kids come up here and they get their workout in, and it's tough on him, but he does have good help. And I mean, Don, we looked it up yesterday, 890 something wins. So. Basketball is in good hands while we're still playing. So
Coach Blanc Senior, I call him that. He's been around.
He's been around a long time. He's in Yoakum.
Affectionately, he's called Coach Pops around here by the kids and the coaches, and he's got a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. He's great to have around the office and the kids, and he's a great mentor to all of us.
When I was in school, and probably Ray too, he was the coach over in Yoakum, and I just despised him, because he was the opposing coach, especially from Yoakum. But you meet the guy. I mean, he's a great guy, nice guy. So, anyway, you got some good guys there on your staff, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Ray, you got anything else?
I would venture to guess. I think they have a good crowd tonight. I know I've told Jack that a lot of times, seem like in Victoria, there'll be a lot of just Victoria people who come because
The area people
will show up because they want to see Cuero. And Rockport being a bigger school, I mean, they're going to be. I don't know this for sure, but I know that the alignments have come out. Padilla's predicting they're going to be 4A Division One. They were 4A Division One, and they kind of took that little dip after Hurricane Harvey. But I'll venture to guess this year they've got well over 1,000 kids in high school. I mean, the two towns together are 12 or 14,000 people. It can't, it's. And I'm making up that number, but I don't think I'm in. And the question is, how many of those are transitory because people have second homes there, et cetera. But no, it's a sizably bigger community, so it'll be fun.
Good deal, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much. Hopefully we're talking over Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving meal or right after or whatever y'all want to do it. I'm in.
That's
there
right.
You go. Sounds good. Playing at Thanksgiving.
All right. Well, good luck to the Gobblers tonight. Good luck to you, Coach. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Victoria, Texas for tonight's area matchup between the 10-1 Rockport Fulton Pirates, runners-up in District 16 4A, coming off a 60-17 win, 60-17 win over Hondo last week versus the Cuero Gobblers, District champs in 13 4A, coming off a 62-7 win over YMLA. Ray, doesn't get any better than this. We got football weather in the air. We got area championship on the line. We got two 10-1 teams. What more can you ask for?
You can't, other than the team we're playing is my wife's alma mater. So does that make it any better? But no. Hey, tonight, from what I could tell quickly looking at, tonight's the 26th time in Cuero's history that we've played in the second round of the playoffs. So and we're going to pause here for just a second like we always do. Just as we come on the air, it's time to do the national anthem, and we know you can't see that, but we're fixing to do that, so we'll pause for that.
All right, folks, we're back after the national anthem. Ray, finish your thoughts on tonight's game.
Yeah, I was just saying, I think it's the 26th time. Hasn't always been called area, but I think it's the 26th time Cuero's won the first playoff game and played the second week of the playoffs. And then, Clay, I did a little more research because we're getting deeper into the playoffs, but some interesting things about Rockport. They come into the night averaging 52.9 points a game, giving up 16.7 points a game. Cuero comes in averaging 44.7, giving up 13. But I think what we may hopefully see by the end of the night, the cumulative record of all of Rockport's opponents is 46-67, and they've only played 3 playoff teams, those being the 3 teams in the regular season, the 3 teams out of their district that made the playoffs, and Cuero's played 8 playoff teams. So I think there's been a big disparity in the level of play of what the two teams have faced. So it'll be interesting to see if that holds true to form. But usually the tougher you play during the year, the better off you are come playoff time.
Folks, we want to thank our tonight's game sponsor, Pet Adoptions of Cuero, Lawrence and Linda Anzaldua. We appreciate their sponsorship on this thing. We're fixing to get this thing kicked off. Rockport's kicking off to Cuero, kicks it deep into the end zone. Cuero will take over at their 25.
Kid's got a big leg, number 10. For Rockport, Cristobal De Leon kicked that ball 5 yards deep in the end zone in the air. For those of y'all, obviously this is radio tonight, but it looks like the New York Jets are playing the Green Bay Packers. Cuero's in all white pants, white jerseys, green helmets, and Rockport's in yellow or gold pants with the green stripe and green jerseys with gold numerals. So here we go, Clay.
Cuero comes to the line with Johnson and Durham to the left. Quick throw to Durham. He catches it on a curl route out to the 45-yard line. Good pickup there on the first play of the game. Jerry Rosette to Xavier Durham. Gobblers go fast. That's something typical they do this year. When they get a big play, they go up tempo. So they're going straight to the line. Xavier Durham's put to the far right. 2 running backs lined up behind Rosette. Rosette turns, hands off to Tyson Williams over the right-hand side, gain of about 3.
He picked up 20 on the pass and then come back on the first down run and pick up 3 on the first down run.
Starters for the offense, wide receivers, LeBron Johnson, Xavier Durham. Running backs, J.J. Belvin, Tyson Williams. On the line, you have tight end A.J. Arroyo, right tackle Jason Vella, right guard Jake Plunkett, Cameron Bodie at center, Matthew Guerrero left guard, and Kyle Weghorst left tackle. Gobblers come to the line, shotgun formation. Rosette drops straight back, looks to his left, throws, caught. LeBron Johnson for a short gain, so it's going to bring up 3rd and about 4. Ball is just inside Pirate territory on about the 49-yard line.
Yeah, give him 4. So we 3rd and 3, probably 3 yards in a foot, but we'll give LeBron 4 on the catch. So
Cuero breaks the huddle with Xavier Durham split to one side. LeBron Johnson split to the other side. Rosette flanked by his 2 running backs. Rosette takes the snap, looks to his right, quick throw. The ball is deflected, incomplete. And Coach Alvarez is going to make his first important decision of the game, and it looks like Gobblers are staying on the field, going straight to the line. 4th and 3, they're going for it, unless they try to draw them off sides, Ray. Nope, they're running it. Hand off to Tyson over the right-hand side.
He didn't make it, folks. Big defensive stand there. Dropped Tyson Williams 1 yard short of the intended line to gain. Ball goes over on downs. Wow. Rockport will take over at their 47-yard line, 1st and 10. The quarterback tonight is Ace Siebert. He's a sophomore. Coach's kid. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers split to the right. Quarterback takes a snap, drops straight back, looks down the middle of the field, throws, almost caught by the Pirate behind the defender, in and out of his hands, incomplete. Wow, Ray. Dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, Dason Varela cut underneath. You follow what I'm saying? Trying to deflect it or go for the interception and was not able to get his hands on it. And if he'd have caught it, it'd have been a touchdown.
Run through this defensive starters for you in just a minute. Pirates come to the line. Again, 2 receivers split to the right. They run a wing tee offense and out of a shotgun formation. Hands off to the running back around the right-hand side. He tries to get around the corner and is pushed out of bounds by Dason Varela. Gain of 3. All right, defensive starters are going to be at cornerbacks Durham and Xavier Durham, Justin Banda. Your safeties, Dason Varela and Jeremiah Wilson. Your linebackers, Donovan Jones, Sean Burks, Brant Patek, and Braden Mathis. Your interior linemen, A.J. Arroyo, Kaysen Jander, and Javari Bacon. You'll also see Christian Holmes out there too. All right, 3rd and 7. 2 receivers split to the left. Quarterback takes a shot over the middle, caught into Gobbler territory, 1st down. Quick hitter on a slant across the middle
To Jordan Gibson.
Caught at the 40-yard line of the Gobblers, 1st and 10 Pirates.
He needed 7 and he got 10. Clay, I think that the second down run that they had was interesting because 20 is their fleetest of foot, and he really didn't have the speed to get to the corner. And everything you've seen on film all year, he's been able to turn, you know what I'm saying, the corner.
They hand it off to 20 up the middle this time, and he goes nowhere. Brought down by Sean Burks, leading the area, if not the state, in tackles. Also, along with him was Javari Bacon, 2nd and 10. Burks just filled that hole and dropped John Chupi for no gain. If you're just joining us, folks, 9 minutes left to go in the first quarter. The score is 0-0. Gobblers were held on a 4th and 3. Rockport takes over. They're on the same.
He moved.
They jumped.
That's on the center. You can't start to snap it and then not snap it. That was the old double clutch there.
All right, Rockport comes to the line with the ball at the Cuero 45-yard line, facing a 2nd and 15. 2 receivers split to the left. Quarterback in a shotgun. Drops straight back, looks to his left, throws downfield over the head of his intended receiver. Justin Banda was out there to defend. Incomplete, 3rd and 15.
That's one of those where the receiver and the defensive backs kind of got tangled up, and Rockport people were holding their hands up in the air, but that ball was totally uncatchable. He had to have been 9 feet tall.
All right, so
big play here, 3rd and 15.
Big play here for the Gobblers to give back to what Rockport gave to them earlier. 2 receivers split to either side. Quarterback drops straight back, pressured, screen to the running back. He breaks 1 tackle, but he's leveled by number 15.
Yeah, so he got 10 yards and he needed 15.
Dadrian Perez leveled him at the 35-yard line, so we're bringing up a 4th and 5. Rockport offense stays on the field, Ray.
Yep. I think this is one of those games that both coaches feel like their offense can score, and so you don't want to give up a possession. So, I mean, I wouldn't think you'd punt from the 35-yard line anyway. But
here we go. 2 receivers split to the left-hand side. Quarterback in a shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's pressured, breaks the pocket to his left. Drop ball on the ground, picked up. It's picked up by A.J. Arroyo. He's going the other way, folks. Touchdown, Gobblers. No flags.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about, folks. Quarterback gets the ball knocked out of his hand, hits the ground. A.J. Arroyo scoops it and scores it, folks. That touchdown brought to you by Lance Tire and Automotive. Looks like you may have picked it up at about the 40-yard line, Ray. That's why you have your spotter here. I'm over here all excited,
that's fine.
man.
No, I'm going to split the difference with you. I'm going to go 42.
There we go.
But so basically they were at the 35, so the rushing for them, that's 10, 20, that's a 22-yard loss.
All right,
with the fumble.
The referees confer. Not sure what they're conferring about. Wow. Heck of a way to get the first points on the board for the Gobblers. We'll see what this what the call is here. Okay, sideline warning against Cuero, so that's just a warning, thank goodness. I guess the next one's they mark off, huh, Ray?
Yes.
All right, so Harrison Crane in to kick this extra point. Good snap, good hold, and Crane drives it through. So with 7:45 left to go in the first quarter, that brings the score to Cuero 7, Rockport 0. Wow. Out the gate. That's exactly right, Nate. Never would have thought I'd say A.J. Arroyo was out the gate, but that was an exciting play right there, folks.
Well, you got to give the secondary credit because he had a lot of time. He faked to the back coming underneath him. He was looking to the near side of the field. We're on the home side in the press box. He was looking to the Rockport sideline, and they kind of flushed him out to the Cuero side of the field. And are they going to mark off 15?
Yeah, you're right. For the sideline warning, I guess, huh? Right?
I guess maybe the official ran into somebody, and that's not a warning.
Okay, so the Gobblers will be assessed a penalty on this kickoff. Thank goodness they didn't bring the return back. So the Gobblers will kick this thing off from the 25-yard line.
And the way we kick off with not having a big leg and squibbing everything, we'll be hard-pressed to tackle them on their side of the 50 here.
All right. This kickoff sponsored by Davis Entities, along with the first kickoff. So
Get on the ground. Bounce funny.
ball hits the ground, picked up by the Pirate. He gets it out to they're going to give him the 47-yard line. So Rockport will start at their 47-yard line.
That's about as good as we could have hoped for out of that deal.
You know, Coach Alvarez made the comment this morning, I think before you got there, Ray, off air, is he was really impressed with Crane's kickoff duties, and he would like him to try to boom some a little further rather than just line driving them. And so that's probably what Harrison tried to do right there because it was not a squib kick.
Yeah.
All right. All right, here we go. First play of this drive, Rockport jumps off sides. So that'll move them back. Going to be 1st and 15 from the Rockport 41-yard line. Rockport comes to the line in a somewhat tight set. Hands off to the running back underneath over the right-hand side. He gets around the corner, still on his feet. Then he goes out of bounds. But good play there by Jeremiah Wilson to push him out of bounds, but not after a gain of about 11, right, Ray?
41.
10.
10, exactly 10.
Yep.
So we got 2nd and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty, but the ball is in Cuero's end of the field. We're going to call it the Cuero 49. It's across midfield.
Another tight set for the Pirates. They hand off again up the middle to the running back Choop over the left-hand side. Actually, he is driven back after a gain of about 3. Driven back by Jander, Patek, and Burks.
So it's going to be 3rd and 3.
Pirates come to the line again. Tight formation. Handoff again around the right-hand side. Gets through around the corner, still on his feet, breaking tackles. Driven down by Justice Belvin, but not after a big gain by John Choop. Not a big kid, folks, but he is elusive and pretty strong to break those tackles.
He picked up 26 on that one, Clay.
Ball is going to be spotted at the Cuero 21-yard line. Rockport's on the move. Shotgun formation, quick snap to the running back around the left-hand side. Flags on the play.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yep, a gain of about 4, but looks like this may come back. Looks like, Ray, this series, Rockport's trying to, the last series was almost a spread-type look.
Right, and they're trying to run it this time.
Now this time it's tight formation and just keeping the ball on the ground. And they had some success. I say success. They had some open receivers that just the pass wasn't there or the ball was dropped. But it looks like they're going to the run this series.
1st and 20. They have an interesting huddle.
Rockport breaks that huddle, comes straight to the line. Handoff again to Choop around the right-hand side. Makes one man miss. Down the sidelines. Driven out of bounds by A.J. Arroyo, but not after a gain of about 10.
Man, they had him boxed up and just no outside contain. At the last minute, he just kind of bounced. And when he bounced, he was about 3 yards from the sideline.
Another big gain by Choop brings up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, picked up 10 right back to the –
Gobblers were fortunate that they had him 10 yards behind the chain,
right? Yeah, back to the original line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Now we got some wideouts. 2 receivers split to either side. Quarterback in a shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands off to Choop up the middle. He bounces. 1st down and more. Dropped down right at the 10-yard line. Brought down by Jeremiah Wilson and Dason Varela, but not after a Pirate 1st down.
Picked up 11 on 2nd and 10.
Really finding
If you can-
some success with that running back Chupre.
He's kind of, for people out there who've watched a lot of football, he's kind of a Darren Sproles, the pro guy that was at Kansas State. He's very short of stature, probably doesn't weigh about 145 pounds, but he's just got super quick feet.
He gets it again, and he goes around the right-hand side and is brought down at about the 5. Brought down by Arroyo and Jeremiah Wilson. So,
well, this drive he's carried it 6 consecutive plays for 10, 2, 26, 10, 11, and 5. So that's 38, 48, 59, and 64 yards rushing on this drive alone by number 20.
now they hand off to the running back over the left-hand side. He follows his blockers in for a touchdown. So they give the Gobblers a dose of number 20 and finish it off with
Number 13.
Luke Muirhead. So Rockport answers the Gobblers' touchdown with a touchdown of their own. Rockport lines up for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and he misses it, folks. He misses it. All right. Now we got an injured Gobbler on the field.
Yeah.
Can you tell who that is, Ray? Is that?
They said Jeremiah. I heard the coaches. Now, I don't know if they're saying who was hurt or they were saying something at somebody who didn't. 2 guys really extended and dove to try to block the kick, and they kind of slid. The kid, they didn't really rough the kicker. He kind of followed through and then kind of put his hands down and fell on him. But
I think it's 40. It looks like 44. That's Justice Belvin, I think. If my numbers are correct. Yep, it's Justice Belvin. He's getting up on his own, jogging off on his own. So that's a good sign, man. That'd have been a big blow to both the offensive and defensive side of the ball. So, folks, with 5:01 left to go in the first quarter, the score is now Cuero 7, Rockport 6. Gobblers prepare to return this kick. I was told by Mike Cantu, our Booster Club president, want to say a hello out there to Marianne Whalen and Sandra Shao listening from Staten Island, New York. So thank you, Mike, for passing that on to us. Deep for the Gobblers is going to be Dason Varela and Xavier Durham.
Well, Clay, that drive was 7 plays, all on the ground, 54 yards, more stat yards than that because they overcame a 5-yard penalty and a 10-yard penalty. So they're going to pick up 69 yards of rushing.
Squib kick on the ground right up the middle, fielded by the Gobblers. Good return out to the 45-yard line. So not sure if that's what he meant to do, Ray,
right,
because
yeah.
He's definitely got the leg. But Adrian Perez fielded that thing cleanly and took it straight up the middle. All right, 1st and 10, Cuero.
Good field position, Clay, for your own 45-yard line.
Rosette's going to be under center. Behind him is Zyler Jones. Tyson Williams goes in motion. That's who they give it to around the right-hand side. Flags on the play. Driven out of bounds, but this may be coming back. Clayton Street Social Club. That's the place to be tonight.
I think Jack.
What's the call, Ray?
I think Jack told me it's got to be procedure.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah. I think Jack told me the officials tonight came out of the College Station chapter.
Going to push the Gobblers back to the 40s, bring up a 1st and 15. 4:52 left to go in the first quarter. Cuero leading 7-6. Johnson to one side, Durham to the other. Rosette. And Cuero calls a timeout. I'm not sure if Jerry saw the play clock, right? He looked,
I don't know. That was good.
It went under center and then came out of it and looked to the side. So
good job by the coaches in the booth catching that, because they were hollering on the headsets. And
you want to tell everybody what they were saying?
3 seconds on the clock.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll leave it at
broadcast.
That. We'll leave it at that. Want to thank our first quarter sponsor, Cuero Record. We appreciate their support. Also, RNC Insurance is a gold sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler Brewster Club. And we can't forget Lance Tire and Automotive. They're a gold sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler Brewster Club. They're also our touchdown sponsor. All right, here we go. Cuero comes to the line. Johnson to one side, Durham to the other side. Williams lined up behind Rosette, who's going to be under center. Rosette pitches to Tyson over the left-hand side, gain of about 1. Good defensive play there by the Pirates to pursue and drop him for only a 1-yard gain. You know, Ray, Coach Alvarez talked about it in the meeting, in the show this morning. Their defensive line and their linebackers are pretty tough. He thought that if he could get to that third level back there, that's where kind of the weakness may be. But right now, we've not been able to get there.
Right.
Durham and Johnson split to the far side. Rosette, shotgun, rolls to his right, throws across his body, caught by Durham. Gain of about 5. Going to bring up 3rd and 9. So the underneath passes are there, Ray.
Right.
Maybe we're just lulling them to sleep, and then we're going to hit something deep. All right, 3rd and 9. Shotgun formation. Johnson, Durham to the left. Jones in the backfield with Rosette. Rosette's pressured.
There he is.
Looks downfield. Got a man. Broken up by the Pirates. LeBron Johnson was open. Rosette threw it a little behind him. Gave the Pirate defender the opportunity to get there and knock it away.
Yeah, that was one of those. If he could have set his feet a little bit sooner and thrown it in front of him, it would have been a big play. But he was being chased under pressure, just didn't have time to get set.
All right, Brant Patek in to do the punting duties.
That's the first time we've punted in like 3 games.
Deep for the Pirates is going to be number 25, Ricky Franks. Good snap. Patek gets off a line drive, takes Gobbler roll.
Get on it!
They touched it. We recovered it, folks. The returner came up hard to take it off the bounce, and it bounced out of his hands. Gobblers were there to cover it inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Gobblers take over on the turnover.
If you're a special teams coach, that's the dreaded muff that you don't want to have happen. But he muffed it, and we fell on it. So let's see, from the 46, that's 4 and 26. Yeah, 30-yard kind of a line drive punt by Patek. Nothing on the return, but
here we go. Gobbler offense comes to the field. Rosette under center. Tyson Williams in motion. Fake to Tyson Williams. Rosette's pressured.
Ooh.
Short throw almost picked off. Intended receiver was A.J. Arroyo. The defender cut under Arroyo and almost picked that thing off. So 2nd and 10. .248 left to go in the first quarter. Cuero leads 7-6. Ball is on the Rockport 24-yard line. 2nd and 10. Rosette. Hands off on a reverse to LeBron Johnson. Breaking tackles, gets close to the first down.
He got it, Clay. He got a first down. They're going to mark him inside the 20, about the 23 and a half.
That's a new wrinkle play there,
Yeah,
Ray.
we haven't seen that. We'll put it at the 23, so he picked up 11 yards. I'm sorry, the 23, the 13. They moved it all the way to the 13. So
All right, 1st and 10 from the Rockport 13-yard line are the Gobblers.
So that's a carry for LeBron.
LeBron goes to the right. Xavier Durham goes to the left. Rosette flanked by Williams and Jones. Rosette throws in the corner of the end zone. Got Xavier Durham. Caught! Touchdown, Gobblers!
Yes. There's your deep play.
There's your deep play.
It wasn't that deep, but I mean they didn't try to throw it underneath anybody. They said you come up and play press coverage. We're gonna run right by you and throw it over you.
Great pass by Jerry Rosette to lay it over the shoulder of Xavier Durham in the left corner of the end zone. That touchdown brought to you by Lance Tire and Automotive. Touchdown, Gobblers.
Man, we've been totally opportunistic with both turnovers.
You're exactly right. Harrison Crane in to do the kicking. And
good job.
He drives it through,
Nice
folks.
job by Daniel Hughes there. Daniel Houston on the hold. He's done a great job this year, Houston has, as has Crane.
All right, so with 2:12 left to go in the first quarter, that brings the score to Cuero 14, Rockport 6.
Well,
that drive started off by a Rockport muff of a punt.
3 plays, 41 seconds is all it took.
The turnover battle, Ray, that's something you brought up to Coach Alvarez this morning. What'd you tell him, if we could be +2?
No, I said I think we would have to be -2 to lose.
-2, okay.
-2 to lose.
Okay.
But
how about if we're +2?
We're +2 right now, and I'll
Okay.
definitely take that.
Okay. All right, so Gobbler kickoff team comes out on the field. This kickoff brought to you by Davis Entities, Harrison Crane.
Oh, look at Harrison.
Good directional kick over to the left corner of the field, fielded by the Pirate. Gets through a couple of tacklers, but then knocked down at the 32-yard line by Sean Burks.
He took it from the 11 out to the pretty good return, 20-yard return.
Out to the 31, so Rockport will start at their 31-yard line. Pirates come to the line with 2 receivers split to either side. Quarterback hands off to Choop over the left-hand side. He bounces it and gets about 6. Brought down by Justin Banda.
That's a good open field tackle. He just kind of broke down and
very good open field tackle. Brings up a 2nd and 3. One receiver split to the far side, one receiver split to the near side. Quarterback hands off again, up the middle, churning his legs, gets the first down. Brought down by Dason Varela along with one of the linebackers. So
pick up a 4, and he makes first down out of it. Clay, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the 10th carry for Choop in the first quarter.
Handoff underneath to number 5 around the left-hand side. Gets around the corner. Good run there. Gets a gain of about 8. Brought down by Burks, Varela, but not after a good underneath run play.
Yeah. That's that kind of slot T look. A lot of,
Yep,
you know what I'm saying, a lot of misdirection, guys coming underneath, and the quarterback completely reversing out and spinning and handing underneath.
2nd and 2 for the Pirates. Ball spotted at the 50-yard line. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 2 receivers split to the far side, to the near side. Now they shift. Quarterback hands off to Choop again. Good play there by Brant Potek to pursue and drag him down for a gain of about 1. So that's going to probably be, and it is, that's going to be the last play of the first quarter of the Pirates facing a 3rd and 1 following that tackle by Brant Potek. All right, folks, so at the end of 1, it's Cuero 14, Rockport 6. Rockport has the ball. They're on the move. Fixing to start this second quarter once they come out of this timeout. Limitless Off-Road and Performance is a gold sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler Booster Club. Also, the Cuero Record is a gold sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler Booster Club, as is Clayton Street Social Club. Grace Memorial Chapel is a proud sponsor of the Cuero Gobblers, and also Gable Woodworking is a proud sponsor of the Cuero Gobblers. All right, Ray. Two big turnovers capitalized by the Gobblers to put points on the board. Other than that, though, the offense has not done. Yes, we had the touchdown down here, but
Right. No, we haven't put together a long drive.
Right.
We only have 3 first downs to Rockport's 5. Rockport's got 92 yards rushing in the first quarter, 20 yards passing. So they've moved the ball more efficiently than we have. Well, let me rephrase that. 92 not counting the 22-yard loss before the fumble that resulted in the Gobbler touchdown, but actual running plays.
All right, here we go. Quarterback slot formation, hands off to the running back.
Yeah,
drop for a loss. Number 20, Choop, tries to go up the middle. He bounces it to the left side. Sean Burks gets him before he gets around the corner. A loss of 1 brings up 4th and 2. All right, here we go. Rockport's going for it. 4th and 2. Ball's at the 50-yard line. Quarterback fakes the handoff, looks to throw, throws downfield. Got a man, caught down the sidelines, pushed out of bounds by Dason Varela. Big gain, Rockport Fulton Pirates. Wow.
Nice call. They were at the 50, so they went 31 yards on 4th and 2. On the pass play, Siebert to Jordan Gibson.
All right, ball spotted at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10, Rockport. They take the snap, handoff over the left-hand side by the running back. He's driven down after a gain of about 3. All right.
This possession looks like, at least on the run, Clayton, looks like Cuero's made some adjustments. We'll see. But last 3 runs have only resulted in 1, -1 and 3.
Quarterback fakes the handoff, takes the handoff over the right-hand side to the running back. Brought down by Burks, along with Dadrian Perez. Short gain, going to bring up 3rd and 5. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line. So here we go, 3rd and 5. Ball's at the Gobbler 15-yard line. Big defensive play here for the Cuero defense. Quarterback takes a snap, hands off to Choop around the right-hand side. He tries to stretch it. Xavier Durham is there along with, they threw a late flag on the out of bounds. Man, oh man, that was, can't tell, it's so far away. No,
what's crazy,
Dason Varela.
The line judge that was on the sideline didn't call it. The referee, who was 30 yards away in the middle of the field, is the one who called it.
Choop stretches it around the right-hand side. Durham gets to him, pushes him out of bounds, and as he's going out of bounds, I guess they call Varela with an extra shove out of bounds. So this thing is going to be moving forward.
Well, let's see. So basically we give Choop, the runner, he lost a yard, so 20 is a -1, and then we get the penalty on Cuero, which is half the distance to the goal, which moves it 7 yards to the 8.
Man, oh man. Big defensive play there that was nullified by the late hit. So 1st and goal from the 8. Rockport comes to the line. Hands off to the running back over the left-hand side. Tough run in there. Brought down by a group of Gobblers.
You got 2.
They're going to give him a couple.
Number
Dadrian Perez, Dason
Number 2.
Varela, Sean Burks, they were all there to stop the running back. So now it's 2nd and goal from the
Well, actually, I'm
7.
going to give him 1.
Yeah.
Let's give him 1, 2 for 1. So it's 2nd and 7.
Fake the handoff. Quarterback throws in the end zone, incomplete. Had 2 receivers right there, but then you had Dason Varela and Justin Banda were right there to break things up. So incomplete. 3rd and goal from the 7. .9:26 left to go in the half.
Big play here.
14-6.
If they don't score here, Clay, do you kick the extra point to get back within the score? I mean, a field goal to get back within the score. You want to be 14-9, so you're not down an extra point.
2 receivers split to the far side. Quarterback in a shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws across the middle. Intercepted by Dason Varela, folks.
Yes.
Intercepted in the end zone on a slant route. Dason Varela, almost like that play again in Seattle against New England, where he just stepped in front of the receiver. Remember that play?
Yes.
That's exactly what happened there in the end zone.
In the Super Bowl, they had what, 1st and goal from the 1, and they tried to throw it, or maybe 2nd and goal, and Pete Carroll will never forget that play.
All right, so the Gobblers create another turnover. Get the ball at the 20-yard line. Single receiver split to either side. Durham and Johnson. Rosette drops straight back. Throws it down the sidelines. Caught by LeBron Johnson. He just threw that thing up, and LeBron Johnson went up and got it out to the 49-yard line. First and 10. Cuero as they go fast, looks like.
So let's see, 29 yards, right?
At halftime, Yorktown's up 28-19 in their game versus Granger. Good luck, Yorktown. Rosette under center. Quick throw out to Xavier Durham. He's driven out of bounds after a gain of about 9. Wimberley is up 24-0 over Ingleside. The winner of this game plays the winner of that game. That's the end of the first quarter in that game. So Wimberley's on a roll there. Rosette turns and hands off to Zyler Jones over the left-hand side. They run into each other, but he gets the first down. Sinton's currently beating LaGrange 14-7. That's another game of interest. And Navarro is beating Port Isabel 34-0.
And Sinton beat Rockport, but Rockport beat Ingleside, and Rockport beat Port Isabel.
2 receivers split to the near side. Durham and Johnson. Rosette under center. Quick throw out to Durham again. Johnson's trying to throw blocks. Durham's still in the field of play. He breaks tackles and gets down to about the 20. They're going to give him about the 22. So the good choice there. We got flag on the play. thought Durham was going to go out of bounds, but he cut it upfield, and LeBron Johnson threw a block, got him further down, but we have a flag.
Oscar, when you said their way, did you mean Rockport's way? Okay, thank you. I don't know what it's be unless it be face mask.
Oh. Block in the back?
A block in the back on the defense. I guess we tried to shove somebody out of the way and shoved him from behind. So the play stands. So let's see. We were at the 40. He completed it to Durham, and he took it to the 22. So 18 and a first down.
All right, Johnson and Durham split to the far side. Rosette in a shotgun. Zyler Jones lined up to his left. Rosette drops straight back, looks toward the end zone, throws, touchdown. Caught, touchdown, Xavier Durham. What a dart.
That was a dart, man.
Thrown by Jerry Rosette to Xavier Durham in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Gobblers. That touchdown brought to you by Lance Tire and Automotive.
Well, Clay, we went 80 yards in 5 plays, 4 first downs.
Harrison Crane set to kick the extra point. Daniel Houston, the holder. Good snap, good hold, and he drives it through. All right, folks, with 8:15 left to go in the half, that brings the score to Cuero 21, Rockport 6.
That was 5 plays, 80 yards, a minute and 5 seconds.
Capped off by a Jerry Rosette 22-yard pass to Xavier Durham.
No, on that play you had 13 yards, 29 yards, 9 yards, a 2-yard rush on 2nd and 1, 18 and 22. So actually 6 plays. Sorry, I didn't count the run. 6 plays, 80 yards, a minute 5.
Davis Entities is a proud sponsor of the Cuero Gobblers, and Bush's Chicken is in Cuero is also a gold sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler Booster Club. Woodhouse Day Spa, they're a trusted sponsor of the Cuero All Sports Booster Club, as well as the Cuero Record. They're a gold sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler Booster Club. So here we go. Harrison Crane set to kick this thing off. Little pooch kick to the 30-yard line, fielded by the Pirates, brought out to about the 38. Brought down by Garrett Lance, along with Mason Nataro. 38-yard line where the Pirates will start. 8:11 left to go in the half, trailing 21-6. Two receivers split to either side for the Pirates. Quarterback shotgun formation, takes a high snap, hands off to Choop, breaks one tackle but not the second tackle.
He broke 1 or 2 earlier down in his legs, but he's just not real big, Clay. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah.
Jack said he thought he weighed maybe 145, 150.
Yeah.
He's a little bitty running back.
Gain of 1, finished off by Dadrian Perez, 2nd and 9. Good pursuit there by the Gobbler defense for Perez to clean him up after he broke that first tackle. Single receivers split to either side. Quarterback shotgun. Takes the snap, drops straight back, throws out in the right flat, caught. First down and more into Gobbler territory. Ball on the ground. They picked it up, though. So yet another turnover that they recovered. So 1st and 10 for the Pirates at the Cuero 45 following that quick pass out into the right flat.
Let's see, they were at the 39, so that's 11 and 5, 16. They got 16 yards out of the completion and the fumble. So I had number 5.
All right, here we go. 2 receivers split to the near side. Back shift Quarterback takes a snap, hands off to number 5 around the left-hand side. Got one block down to close to the 30-yard line. They're going to give him the 31. Big run there for a Pirate first down. That was just a student body left. Everybody coming around the left corner, leading the way for number 5 of the Pirates.
Devin
Phillips.
They're going to call holding. Yeah, our coaches were really excited. I couldn't tell what they were hollering next door, but they must have been
all right. So
holding.
The penalty of holding is nullifies that run.
No play at all. But we get a Rockport for 10. So now it's 1st and 20.
They always say, when a running back breaks a big run, there was probably a holding to spring that thing.
They had the end contained well for us. I mean, he got to the corner easily.
2 receivers split to either side, shotgun formation. Rockport, Fulton. Quarterback drops back, throws downfield, got a man over his head.
I tell you what,
had our guy beat by a step, but Varela and Banda were there.
Dason took a bad angle. The safety coming from the middle of the field, if he'd hadn't been so flat, he could have picked it off. He's mad at himself.
Yeah, he kind of ran toward the receiver.
He ran toward the receiver, toward where the ball was going.
Yep. All right, second and 20.
That was in unison, Clay.
Yeah, it was. 2 receivers split to the near side. Shotgun formation. Quarterback drops back. Throws out in the left flat. Boom! Hit by Dadrian Perez. He came up and laid the wood on that running back for a no gain.
Yeah. We only rushed 3, Clay. We dropped 8, which was interesting. We had 8 guys dropped into coverage that time. But, yeah, they were thinking we were going to be coming, and they were thinking, nice little short pass to the back, and he turns it up and gets 10 or 12, and he got tattooed.
Dadrian Perez came from his safety position and just laid the wood.
That's where you got to know down and distance if you're the defense.
3rd and 21, flags on the play.
Now we're going to get 5 more here. It's going to be 3rd and 25.
There we go. Ray, that was actually a loss of 1 on the play, which brought it to 3rd and 21. Now it's 3rd and 26. Perez dropped him for a yard loss.
Of 1. You're right. So it was a completion for -1.
All right. 2 receivers split to either side. Rockport facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. He's pressured by Javari Bacon. Javari's on his back. He gets it away. Throws it out of bounds.
He almost got it picked, though, Clay.
Oh, man. Javari Bacon was in hot pursuit, jumped on his back, and the quarterback somehow released the ball, and it sailed out of bounds. 4th and 21.
I know y'all that are listening.
4th and 26.
Y'all that are listening obviously can't see, but that's one of those where you hold your breath and hope he doesn't get a horse collar tackle.
Yeah.
Because he was running from behind, reaching as far as he could reach, but he got up on top of the shoulder pads, not inside the collar of the shoulder pad or the jersey.
All right, Dason Varela is the lone gobbler back deep for Cuero. Your quarterback is number 10, Ray. Cristobal De Leon, I believe. High kick.
Oh, God, man.
Takes a Pirate, somewhat of a Pirate bounce. Now it rolls Cuero's way. Then they field it. So good defensive stand there by the Cuero Gobblers to turn that thing over and give the offense the ball back. Cuero's going to take it at their 28-yard line with 5:37 left to go in the half, leading 21-6.
33-yard punt, no return.
Durham Johnson split to the far side. Rosette shotgun with Tyson Williams to his right. The handoff is to Tyson over the left-hand side. Big hole. He cuts back up the middle. Inside the Pirate territory in the 30. Down to the 20.
Oh, that's a face mask.
And driven out of bounds inside the 20. So big run there by Tyson Williams on the first play of the drive. Wanted to say out the gate, Nate, but it couldn't do it. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line are the Gobblers.
Let's see.
Up tempo. Tyson Williams is your lone back lined up behind Rosette.
Go back.
The give is to Tyson over the right-hand side. He's bottled up. Makes one man miss. Stutter steps and gets inside the 15 down to about the 13. So good run there by Tyson Williams.
He's running like Choop on that play.
I thought the same thing, man.
Let's see.
All right.
With the 28. I'm sorry, I'm going back.
Clock goes under 5 minutes as the Gobblers have the ball 2nd and 4 from the 13-yard line of Rockport Fulton. Zyler Jones is now your lone back in the backfield. Durham and Johnson split to the near side. Rosette. Oh. Zyler Jones jumped prematurely. This will push him back 5. Coach is next to us. Say if he'd just stayed down, he'd have been fine because he was in an up position.
He was in an up position. He can
just go down to a 3-point stance and act like nothing happened. But he didn't. He gave the guilty look, so he's guilty. 2nd and 9.
Clay, that first run, I'm sorry, we're playing catch up over here. That first run by Tyson on first down was 53 yards.
Wow. All right, here we go. Same formation. Jones lined up behind Rosette, who's under center. Durham goes into motion. Hand off to Jones over the left-hand side. Hurdles one guy, breaks a tackle, and gets down inside the 10 to about the 8.
He said, Coach, I'm sorry I was in
Give me the
motion.
ball.
Give me the ball. I'll make up for it. And he did.
Good run there by Zyler to get the first down.
Yeah, he took it from the 18 all the way down to the 8, so pick up a 10 and a first down.
You got to give credit to the offensive line, though, Ray. There was a big hole there.
Well, Clay, we talked about,
Here we go. They're going quick.
Here.
Rosette hands off to Jones over the right-hand side. Tough run in there. Gets down to about the 6.
Little extracurricular there on the tackle. Yeah. So give him 2.
Actually, Ray, looks like they put him back to the 7. So however you want to, whatever you want to give him, but it's out at the 7. I thought it was a 6.
Yeah, I did too. Okay. So we'll give him 1. 2nd and goal from the 7.
All right. Jones, Williams lined up behind Rosette. LeBron out here by himself. Rosette throws out to the left flat. Tyson Williams stutter steps one guy. He tries to get out of the tackles, but late flag. Late flag.
Boy, that guy was standing underneath the goalpost and threw it all the way almost to the sideline.
Tyson Williams came out of the backfield to the left flat, wide open. The defender came up and met him. He stutter stepped, made that guy miss, but that gave the defense time to get there and clean him up. And then we have a late flag thrown in from the back of the end zone. Let's see what this is. This could be on either one of them, Ray.
That could be one of those when he cuts back to the inside. They got that new rule. You can't block back against, what is it? You can't block away from your goal line or whatever. Somebody peeled back maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be a big blow to this drive if that is called.
Well, Clay, with 3:03 left and the ball where it is, I don't want to assume what this penalty, but if it's against Cuero and we come out 15 here, I think you try to get back into field position. You go up 24-6.
Yeah.
They'd have to have 8 points. You follow what I'm saying, to tie you.
Oh, face
it's on
mask.
them.
Personal foul, face mask. Oh, offsetting. Block
okay.
in the back on Cuero. Face mask against Rockport.
So no play.
No play.
2nd and 7 all over again.
Yeah, Ray, I like your thinking. I mean, if they can't get it in the end zone, at least put some points on the board because we know Crane's got the leg. He did it 2 times last week. Rosette under center. Turns and pitches to Zyler Jones over the right-hand side. Gets into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Gobblers.
We'll let Crane kick the extra point.
Yeah, Crane, kick the extra point. We don't need you for a field goal.
Yep.
That touchdown brought to you by Lance Tire and Automotive. Good touchdown to finish that drive off by Zyler Jones over the right-hand side. Good snap and good hold, and Crane drives it through, folks. So with 2:47 left to go in the half. That brings the score to Cuero 28, Rockport 6.
That was 72 yards in 5 plays, 2 minutes and 50 seconds because it was all on the ground. But, Clay, I know it's still early. It's 2 minutes and 40 seconds, but you can see a little bit of airs out of the balloon on the Rockport sideline at the moment.
Oh, big time.
You know, they were – I don't know. I didn't watch the whole game against Sinton, the one game they lost, but they lost to Sinton for the district championship like week 4 or week 5, but it was 28-21. So, I mean, they were in that game to the very end. They have not yet that's the only game they've been behind in all year, and they've never been behind 22 points in the first half. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond.
Good point. That's a good point. Okay. Crane set to kick this thing off, sponsored by Davis Entities. Good high boot to about the 15 by Crane. Fielded by the Pirate, taken up the middle of the field.
Oh, on the ground. We got it.
Crane recovered it.
Crane got it.
Ball, yet to be called, but we think Crane got it.
He fell on it.
Anticipation, folks. They're giving it to the Cuero Gobblers, folks. Harrison Crane has it in his hands. Ball just popped out of the returner's hands, went straight forward, and Harrison Crane fell right on it. And he does kicking duties as well as recover fumbles.
Well, hey, last week we talked about 8 extra points, 2 field goals, and an interception for 2 points. 2 points there.
There you go.
for fantasy.
Heck of a fantasy player, folks. Pick him up if you can. Harrison Crane. All right. Durham Johnson split to the far side. Tyson Williams to the near side. Rosette looks to air it out. Got some time. Throws down the middle of the field. Got a man wide open. Underthrew him. Incomplete.
He waited too long.
He had Xavier Durham wide open. No,
it was Xavier.
Xavier Durham wide open in the end zone.
Yeah, it's Xavier.
And he underthrew him enough to for the Rockport defender to come and almost pick it off.
Yeah.
Wow.
At first I thought he was just going to fall short, and then the Rockport guy almost got there to pick it off.
He was wide open.
Which would have been anticlimactic after the fumble on the kickoff.
Okay. Here we go. Two receivers split to the far side. Tyson Williams lined up behind Rosette. Rosette throws out to the left flat. Xavier Durham, flag on the play.
Lineman downfield.
He gets to the first down marker, but this thing may be coming back.
Yeah, we had, let me see, I can't see till he turns sideways. Look like, yeah, it looks like Cameron Bodie was downfield.
All right.
Which is a 5-yard penalty. Block in the back.
Block in the back.
Declined. Personal foul.
Oh, wow.
So
the block in the black.
Well, he was
2 penalties: block in the back, which was declined, and a personal foul, which they're going to take. So this is going to push the Gobblers back 15 yards. Not sure what.
Well, it was clearly a third penalty because I promise you the lineman was 7 yards downfield. Oscar agrees with me.
All right.
Unless that's one of those. I don't know if he threw it behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe you can be downfield, but
okay. So that's going to push
behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to push this thing back to the 47-yard line. The Rockport 47-yard line. 2:26 left to go in the third. I'm sorry, in the third. In the first half.
2nd and 25.
2nd and 25. Rosette under center. Another quick pass behind the line of scrimmage to Tyson. He bobbles it, but he throws it up in the air. Wounded duck. And
he's going to score.
He's going to score, folks. I'll explain it to you in a minute.
Oh, no, he did. Not quite.
Folks, Rosette throws a pass behind the line of scrimmage to Tyson Williams. He looks to throw it downfield, but he bobbles it first. Then he finally gets it off. It's a wounded duck straight up in the air. It goes through the defender's hand. LeBron Johnson catches it, takes it down to the 3-yard line.
Yep.
Did I get it right, Ray?
Yeah, so 43, it's at the ball's at the
Tyson.
Ball's at the
Tyson takes the snap over the
44.
right-hand side, fights for yards, gets to about the
44
1.
yards, but the passer was Tyson Williams, so that'll help Tyson's stats. Tyson's now 3 of 5 on the year with a touchdown, but we'll take it. So the ball was at the 3, 1st and 3. Who carried it, Clay? I'm
Tyson
sorry.
Williams.
Tyson, okay, from the 3 down to the 1.
Folks, we
So
apologize for not giving you the play-by-play, but we couldn't think of the words on that one.
Yeah, it's too much, too fast.
So here we go. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Rosette under center. Turns and pitches to Tyson over the left-hand side.
Touchdown.
Gets in for a Gobbler touchdown. So that touchdown brought to you by Lance Tire and Automotive with 1:13 left to go in the half. Gobblers put another 6 points on the board.
Minute 29, 4 plays. You'll get more yards out of it, but technically a 32-yard drive because that's where we recovered the fumble on the kickoff. Oh, they were offsides.
Crane pulls that one to the left. No good, folks. So one miss out of many
Boy.
attempts for Crane.
4, let's see, 40. He's 53, and
We jinxed him talking about it during the show this morning, Ray.
53 out of 57. So he's 53 makes and 4 misses on the season.
That's still pretty good.
Still pretty
stats.
good in high school football.
All right, so 1:13 left to go in the half. Gobblers lead 34-6, following the crazy play by Tyson Williams to LeBron Johnson on a deflection, bobbled, you name it. Everything happened on that play.
Our crack technician up here says 93% for Harrison, Clay.
There we go.
But, yeah.
All right. Harrison Crane set to kick this thing off. I'm going to be without a voice before this game's over with all these big plays that are occurring. Fielded by the Pirate at the 16-yard line. He takes it out past the 35 to about the 37, 38. Brought down by Garrett Lance, Braden Mathis. All right. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. You got to think Rockport's going to put this thing in the air, Ray. Trying to get something going before half. 2 receivers split to the near side. They hand it off to Choop up the middle.
Hang on to him.
He gets about 4. Going to give him 5. Brought down by Javari Bacon along with A.J. Arroyo. 2nd and 6. 2 receivers split to the far side. Siebert looks downfield, throws across the middle. Picked off by Dason Varela. Just played center field out there and picked it off, folks. Brings it into Pirate territory at the 44-yard line. You can bet Gobblers are going to try to put more points on the board, Ray. 33 seconds left. Just a great play there by Dason Varela to hang back and cut in front of that receiver who was cutting across the middle of the field about 30 yards downfield.
What do you say on the return, guys? He's always waving the flag off. I'm going to say he picked it. The ball was snapped from the 42.
He picked it off at about
the 35?
Yeah, about the 35, between the 30 and the 35.
So let's just make this easy. We'll go 33 or 34. So 21 back. Okay. Thank you, Oscar.
All right.
Well, Clay, that's the 4th turnover.
Cuero comes to the line. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Rosette shotgun. 33 seconds left to go in the half. He takes the snap, looks to his left, throws down the field, got a man. Caught by LeBron, but out of bounds. He just ran out of real estate over there on the Gobbler sideline. So, like I said, the Gobblers they want to put more points on the board if they can. 26 seconds left now. Yeah, Ray, back to your point. 4 turnovers. That's the Gobblers have capitalized on all 4 of those turnovers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Well, we got to do it on the first 3. Yes. Is it 4 or is it 5? It's been. We'll add it up here in a minute. It's been so many.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Rosette in a shotgun.
We still have 3 timeouts.
Takes the snap with 2 seconds left to go on the play clock. Throws out to Durham and gets out of bounds. Gets the first down and gets out of bounds right about the 30. They're going to give him the 31. So,
yeah, you're right.
So, Ray, this goes back to what we said a while ago. If we can get it down there, in field goal range, put 3 more points on the board and go into half with a 31-point lead.
So what, he got 13 on that. So I think he's got to get it at least to about the 15-yard, probably the 10-yard line. We need another 20 yards.
Williams and Durham split to the left side. LeBron to the right side. Rosette rolls to his left side. Throws. Caught by Tyson Williams, out of bounds, past the first down marker inside the 20. Great play there by Rosette to Tyson Williams to get that first down and get out of bounds at the 19-yard line. 12 seconds left to go on the clock. Gobblers have 2 timeouts left.
Well, that's almost perfect. You had 13 yards and a first down and got out of bounds, 12 yards and a first down, and you get out of bounds, and you still got 2 timeouts and 12 seconds. You can do anything for the next 2 plays.
We'd like to get about 10, 12 more yards or a touchdown. 2 receivers split to the near side, 1 to the far side. Rosette and Jones in the backfield. Rosette takes the snap, drops straight back, breaks the pocket, gets out of the pocket, goes down the Gobbler sidelines and cuts out of bounds inside the 15 to about the 12. So good play there by Jerry Rosette. Good heads-up play to get out of bounds with 6 seconds left.
You're getting dicey now. I know you got a timeout, but you can't scramble or do anything.
All right, so the ball's at the 12-yard line. It would set up a –
that'd be 19, 29.
29-yard field goal.
29 yard. He's got enough leg to kick it.
But the Gobblers are going to run one more play with 6 seconds left. 2 receivers split to the near side, 1 to the far side. Rosette, shotgun. Takes the snap. Breaks the pocket. You're going to have to throw it.
Ooh.
In and out of the hands. Clock goes to 0. In and out of the hand.
Yeah,
Ray,
when
he ducked to miss that first tackle and broke that tackle to make the throw, he needed to get rid of that thing
right then
before ducking. So
yeah.
So anyway, Gobblers lead 34-6 at halftime. A 28-minute half. So. Go get you some refreshments or something, folks, because this thing –
and we'll add it all up and tell you about it in just a little bit.
But don't go anywhere right now. Hold on a second. Don't miss the UIL Football State Championship starting Wednesday, December 15th at the AT&T Center in Arlington, Texas. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org. All right, folks, now – we're going to take a break, go get you some refreshments, come back, and let's listen to the second half. We're out.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late-inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All right, folks, we're back here at Memorial Stadium coming out of the halftime. We got about 5.5 minutes left to go. Cuero leads 34-6. Ray, I know you've been crunching the numbers for the past 23 minutes. Talk about what went on in the first half.
Okay, well, first of all, I want to give thanks to a new friend we met last week. Andrew Hicks has been helping me the last 2 weeks, and I appreciate it, Andrew. He doesn't have a headset, so he can't talk to y'all, but I do appreciate the help. First downs, 14 for Cuero, 8 for Rockport, Fulton. The interesting thing there, Clay, I mentioned to you was after our first two possessions, we were 0 for 2 on third down and 0 for 1 on fourth down, our first two possessions, and since then we've never had a third down play or a fourth down play. So all of the offense came on first and second downs after that. But Cuero 13 rushes for 106, 189 passing, so that puts us at 295 for the first half. Rockport 21 carries for 79 yards, 66 yards passing, so they had 145 to our 295. Cuero was 11 of 17 passing. That means Rosette was 10 of 16, and Tyson Williams was 1 of 1. For Rockport, Ace Siebert, the head coach's son, was 5 of 12 with 2 picks. Cuero punted one time for 30 yards. Rockport one time for 30. Here's the difference is this, Clay. They've thrown 2 interceptions. They've fumbled it 4 times, lost 3, and we have not thrown a pick and not had an interception. So we talked about that earlier. But right now, Rockport's -5 in the turnover department. I think a lot of that, you and I talked about it off air, but I think a lot of that has to do, the interceptions have to do with speed. They haven't played anybody that has defensive backs that's quick. You follow what I'm saying, is ours. And people look open and they throw it and they're not open by the time the ball gets there. But in any event, penalties, Cuero 5 for 47, Rockport 5 for 35. Cuero has 42 and 15 is 57 and 21 is 78. We have 78 return yards, 42 on a fumble, 1 on a kickoff, 15 on a kickoff return, and 21 on an interception return. Rockport 80 return yards. Harrison Crane 4 of 5 on extra points. Rockport, Cristobal De Leon missed his only attempt. No field goals. Interesting stat, Coach Alvarez always wants, Clay, we're averaging 10.9 yards on first down. So we're averaging more than a first down on first down. Rockport, 4.2 yards on first downs. We're 0 for 2 on third down and 0 for 1 on fourth down. You wouldn't think that, but when you've had as many snaps as we have and you've only had 2 third down plays followed by 1 fourth down where you went for it and 1 fourth down where you punted, that means you're making first downs on first and second down. Time of possession, 13:29 for Rockport, 10:31 for Cuero. So, started out, Cuero scored on the fumble return by A.J. Araro when they were Siebert, the quarterback, was sacked and ran that in for the first score. Then Rockport had their only good drive of the game. That was all on the ground when Rockport took it on their second possession, 8 plays on the ground and put it in the end zone. And since then, we came right back and scored in 3 plays following a muffed punt. Then they drove down. We picked it off in the end zone, and then we came out and went 80 yards and scored to go up 21-6. Then there was the interception that resulted in Cuero going 4 plays. Then there was the fumble on the kickoff that we took it in after that. So every turnover, with the exception of the one right before the half, Cuero, if we'd have had more time, we'd have scored. But we've scored 4 touchdowns off of 4 of their 5 turnovers. So, and Nada, we're kind of in that no man's land. The Lady Gobblers are playing basketball, and I think the junior high is playing basketball. I know Coach Alvarez said the Lady Gobblers went 3 of 4 in the Rice Consolidated Tournament, and I think they lost last night. So I think they're 4-2 on the season. And
you got a game tomorrow at the Roost against Beeville at noon. It's just 1 game, varsity only.
Okay. What do we know? We know anything about any other scores? I think they're pretty much all blowout. Go ahead, Oscar.
No, yeah.
7th grade B team won. 7th grade A team lost. And this is boys. 8th grade A and B team both won their basketball games this week. So that's kind of what else is going on in the world of Gobbler sports. But I think everything else in Region 4 and 4A Division 2 is going according to plan. Wimberley's up big on
Ingleside, isn't it?
Navarro's up on Port Isabel. Wimberley 31, Eagleside 0 at the half. Navarro over Port Isabel 34-0. Sinton is up on LaGrange 27-13.
All right. Well, go ahead. I didn't.
No, it looks like after. Well, I don't want to. Let's wait to the end of the third quarter.
We got plenty of time to talk about all that.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So, Gobblers are going to kick this thing off to start the second half. Harrison Crane set to kick this thing off. This kickoff sponsored by Davis Entities. Squib kick on the ground, rolls, and is just dropped on. Smart move there by the Pirates at the 29-yard line, considering what's happened to them in the first half, fielding punts and kicks.
That's for sure.
So they're going to give him the 30. So Rockport will start 1st and 10 at their 30-yard line. Ray, you got to think that our secondary is going to get a test this second half.
Yeah.
Down 34-6. All right, single receiver split to either side. Quarterback hands off underneath to the running back around the left-hand side. Tripped up. Good play there by Dadrian Perez to cut down the running back, trying to make the corner around the left side. So gain of about 3. 2nd and 7.
Looked like there was something there, but Dadrian Perez just did a good job of going kind of underneath the blocker and cutting the leg of the running back, getting one of the legs and taking him down.
2 receivers split to the near side. As the backfield shifts. Hands off to Choop, up over, not Choop, the other running back over the left-hand side, brought down by Brant Patek. Short gain, maybe 1. Brings up 3rd and 6. They're going to give him 5.
Give him 2.
Give him 2, so 3rd and 5.
Yeah, this is a big play right here. You can set the tone for the whole second half. You feel what I'm saying? If you take – they almost have to feel like they have to take this and go down and score to have a realistic chance.
Single receivers split to either side. Quarterback fakes the handoff, throws on a slant, incomplete. Just led his receiver a little too much.
He got knocked down. They're going to go for it, Clay. They don't have anything to lose at this point.
You're right. They're staying out there.
We've done a good job adjusting defensively to their run game. Those first 2 drives, we didn't have much answer, but since then.
2 receivers split to the far side. Quarterback drops straight back, throws a wide running back screen, drags Brant Patek for the first down out to about the 50. Man, we were there.
Yeah.
And he just slipped past us. Patek held on to the jersey for about 8 yards and gets it out to the 49-yard line, 1st and 10, Rockport.
Let's see. 14. Yeah, I picked up 14 on that screen. So.
Rockport breaks the huddle with receivers split to either side. We show blitz. Quarterback looks to one side, throws to the other. Caught, but cut down. Good tackle there by Jeremiah Wilson to give the receiver only a gain of 2. Puts the ball into Gobbler territory at their 49-yard line, 2nd and 8. Cuero leading 34-6 with about 9:45 left to go in the third quarter. Rockport's old school, Ray. They send the play in
Right, running.
by a player each time. 2 receivers split to either side, shotgun. Hands off to Shoop up the middle. Gets close to the first down. They're going to give it to him. Good run there by Shoop to notch another Pirate first down.
Clay, we hadn't commented on this for the people who aren't here, but I would say the Cuero fans are more than 2 to 1.
Oh yeah, that the visitor side over there is almost packed, folks.
Yeah. Really good turnout tonight.
Good turnout. All right, 1st and 10, Pirates. Hand off to the running back. He is bottled up and driven back. There's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Sean Burks and Brant Patek. Donovan Jones limps off.
Clay, the only thing you can say that's good about this, with like you commented about them running players on with the play, I mean, they're burning 25, 30 seconds almost every, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, 2 receivers split to the near side. Quarterback fakes, pressures, throws downfield. Picked off by Dason Varela.
At the 10.
Outside the 30, out to the 40, into the at the 50, into Pirate territory. Another interception by Dason Varela to bring it back into Pirate territory.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but those of y'all who aren't here, every game he's played this year, that play's a touchdown, but they haven't played against people who have speed.
You're right.
He looks open when he throws it, and it looks like a center fielder going and getting a ball that's hit over his head. But he took it from the 10 all the way back out to the Rockport 46, so Dason gets 44 yards on the return.
Tyson Williams and Xavier Durham split to the far side. LeBron to the near side. Rosette rolls to his left. Quick throw. Caught by Tyson Varela at the sticks. Inside the 30. Cuts it infield. Down inside the 20 to about the – oh, he stepped out of bounds, folks. Steps out at the 24, but still a big gain. Gobbler first down. They go up tempo. They're at the line ready to go again. Rosette hands off to Zyler Jones up the left-hand side, flag on the play. This may be coming back.
Thank you.
Quick hitter over the left-hand side, gets him good yardage of about 10 yards, but this thing is probably coming back. Yep, holding Cuero.
Well, so he's going to get, let's see, the ball was snapped from the 24, and they only marked it back to the 28. So he gets 6 yards on the carry for Zyler, and then 10 yards on the penalty makes it 1st and 14.
Rosette in a shotgun with Zyler and Tyson flanking him. Rosette takes the snap, throws down in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Cuero Gobblers. Who's that, LeBron? LeBron Johnson takes it away from the defender. LeBron stands about 6'3". The defender is about 5'10", 5'9". Right. LeBron just goes up over him, takes the ball out of his hands because it was an interception, Ray.
Yeah, it was.
And just goes over him, takes it away from him. Gobbler touchdown.
28 yards.
Good snap, good hold. Harrison Crane drives it through. That touchdown brought to you by Lance Tire and Automotive. So, folks, nothing but big plays are being made by the Gobblers tonight. That brings the score to Cuero 41, Rockport 6, 7:39 left to go in the third quarter. Wow, Ray, that's got to be demoralizing for the Pirate defense to think they have the pick, and LeBron just goes up over the top of him, pulls it out of his hands, and just, I mean, like a rebound, you know?
Yeah.
Like a LeBron James rebound, just, you know, two-handed it, and gets the crowd pumped up with his antics.
3 plays, 46 yards.
All right, so here we go. Crane set to kick this thing off. Good boot. Fielded at about the 13-yard line. He takes it up past the 30 and is leveled by nobody other than Sean Burks. Sean Burks came up and rocked that dude, man. Ball's going to be spotted at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Rockport. All right, Gobbler defense shows pressure. Hands off to the running back over the left-hand side. He breaks one tackle, then's pushed out of bounds. He didn't want to go much further. Case and Jander finished him off at the sidelines, gain of about 3.
In case anybody listening wants to know, the defensive call on that play was ship, mug, fire. We can hear the coaches. I don't know what that means, but that was the defensive play call. Ship, mug, fire.
Rockport comes in line, tight formation. Hands off to Choop around the right-hand side. He's got a lead blocker, but he's cut down short. Gain of about 2. Good tackle there by Brant Patek. Going to bring up 3rd and 4.
What the guy made before that? 3. Which guy was it? 15. Thank you. I'm playing catch up.
3rd and 4. Rockport takes the snap. Hands off to the running back around the left-hand side. He's cut down. He's cut down by Justin Banda in the backfield. He falls forward for a couple of yards. Going to bring up 4th and 3. That Gobbler defense is flying around the ball, folks. They're going to give him another yard, so 4th and 2. And again, Rockport goes for it. They come to the line in a tight formation. Take the snap, hand off up the middle.
He didn't make it.
Nope. The far guy is saying short.
Short.
This guy here is saying a little further.
Yeah, he's making.
I think we held him, folks.
Yep. Who carried it? I'm sorry, 13?
5.
Oh, 5? So
all right, so
he gets 1 yard.
So we held him.
2.
He needed 2. He got 1. We hold him. Ball goes over on downs. 1st and 10, Cuero at the Rockport 42-yard line. 6:11 left to go in the 3rd quarter, leading 41-6. LeBron Johnson split to the far side. Rosette flanked by Jones and Williams. Give it to fake to Williams, rolls to his left, got a blocker, throws wide open. Zyler Jones in the left flat, gets the 1st down and more, gets driven out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. Good play there.
Nice play design.
Nice play design.
Had a blocker out in front of Jerry that we didn't even really need. Jerry could have run for a 1st down probably.
Zyler was wide open.
Yeah, he was. So
all right.
from the 42 all the way to the 26?
Johnson
16?
split to the near side. Turns and fakes again. Throws the same play. Same play, folks. Zyler Jones, balls pops out of his hands, but he goes out of bounds.
He was out.
So it's a bootleg, it looks like, Ray.
Yeah.
Kind of a modified bootleg. Zyler comes out of the backfield and just ends over in the left flat, and he's been wide open the past 2 plays.
He made 16 on the first time and 16 on the second time.
All right, there you go.
2 more 1st downs. Hey, we're up in the 10.9 average. We've had 22 yards, 28 yards, 16 yards, and 16 yards on the 4 1st down plays of the second half. So that's 50. That's 82 yards in 4 plays on 1st down.
1st and goal from the 10-yard line for the Gobblers. Rosette hands off to Tyson Williams over the left-hand side. He's dropped for a loss. Good play there by number 55, Luis Aguilar, big defensive end. So that's going to drop the Gobblers back 2 yards, be second and goal from the 12. 5.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Durham and Johnson split to the near side. Jones and Williams lined up behind Rosette, who's under center. Rosette pitches it to Tyson over the right-hand side. He goes nowhere. Driven back hard. Late flag, personal foul, first down, Gobblers.
That was a little emphatic. You could see his head bounce, you know what I'm saying, when it hit the turf. So, I mean, that's if they – you can push a guy backwards and knock him to the ground, but you don't have to, like, pile drive him.
All right, so that is the call. Personal foul, much to the dismay of the Rockport fans.
So I guess we're going to give him 2 yards on the carry because they spotted it at the 10, but then we get the 5-yard penalty.
First and goal from the 5. Durham split to the near side. Rosette under center. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his left.
Run,
Can
Jerry,
throw, he
run.
can go himself, and he does. Jerry Rosette around the left-hand side, goes into the corner of the end zone by the pylon. Touchdown, Gobblers. Wow.
That's Jerry's
Nobody was out there, Ray.
second rushing touchdown of the year. He had, I think, a 1-yard sneak in the first week or the second week. But Jerry doesn't run very often, but he made that one count.
That touchdown brought to you by Lance Tire and Automotive. Harrison Crane set to kick this extra point. And he gets it through. So that brings the score to Cuero 48, Rockport 6.
Well, that one was 5 plays, 42 yards in 5 plays, a minute 20, Clay. So we scored in the third quarter. We scored in 36 seconds in a minute 20.
48-6 with 4:51 left to go in the third. Gobbler offense is clicking tonight. All right, Harrison Crane set to kick this thing off. This kickoff sponsored by Davis Entities. Line drive on the ground, fielded at the 20-yard line. He brings it up the middle of the field, gets out past the 35 to about the 37. Brought down by Justin Banda. Quarterback takes the snap, hands off to Choop around the right-hand side. They stretch it, and Choop gets dropped for a loss.
That play hadn't worked since the first 2 possessions. But
Go ahead.
I would also say that when you're down 48-6, you don't run quite as hard as you did when it's 0-0 or 7-6.
Donovan Jones and Xavier Durham were there to stretch that thing out and drop him for a loss of 2. Quarterback fakes the handoff, looks to throw, airs it out over the head of his intended receiver. Good coverage there by Justin Banda. Incomplete, 3rd and 12.
Let's see, Clay. In the first half, they had 66 yards passing, and they've got 16 now, so they're up to 82, and we're averaging giving up about, I believe, 74.8 per game, so a little more, but, you're not going to make a living throwing the ball against Cuero this year. I'll give you that exact number here in 1 second. Yeah, 73.5 yards passing per game.
Okay, Rockport calls a timeout. All right, RNC Insurance. They are a gold sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler Booster Club. Lance Tire and Automotive, they are also gold sponsors, along with Limitless Off-Road and Performance. And remember, folks,
Clay, you've started something.
don't miss the UIL Football State Championship starting Wednesday, December 15th at the AT&T Center in Arlington, Texas. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org. Oh, that's funny. So I used my flashlight, folks. Let me just tell you. Used my flashlight to spot my family across the way, and now everybody in the stands is doing it. Look at them. My daughter said that Rockport's doing it too, though, so that's probably who they're doing it to, back and forth to them. So anyway, all right. It's like we're at a rock concert, Ray.
I know.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 12. Rockport comes out on the field. They run it underneath to the running back, and Javari Bacon is there to drop him for another loss. Wow.
Yeah.
They just ran that underneath play that they'd run earlier, you know, where you mentioned that.
So he lost 3. Yet they're going to punt this time. They've decided they're giving up on going forward in their own end of the field. The ball's all the way back to the 32. 4th down and 15.
Dason Varela, deep. But, I thought they got it. Ray.
Oh, that's not roughing. That's a terrible call.
Man, I thought Brant Patek laid out. I thought he got it. Flag on the play, so they're going to – this is going against the Gobblers.
I hate to say it, but this guy limping off has no business limping off. You watch, as soon as he gets to the sideline, he's not going to be limping anymore.
Sorry, folks, I got a little excited there. I thought that
they were
Brant
gonna block
Patek was
it.
going to get it, and, man. So if this thing stands, Rockport's going to get the ball back.
Yeah, they already got their offense back out on the field. We're bringing our defense back. I disagree with that. I mean, he nicked him, but it wasn't a personal foul. The kid could have not even fallen down if he didn't want to fall down. So to go back to the 32 and mark off 17, or 15, excuse me, and the ball will be out at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Well, they pick up a 1st down via penalty.
Okay, the Pirates come to the line with 2 receivers split to either side. Javari Bacon comes on late. Quarterback shotgun takes a snap. Hands off to Choop up the middle. Goes nowhere. And a little extracurricular there by number 70, the lineman, and no flag. He drove our guy well after the ball was down.
Yeah, and Alvarez is all the way out past the numbers. I don't blame him. I mean, that was far more blatant than the roughing the kicker.
All right, so a gain of about 2.
2nd and 8 from the 49. We won't do like the Texas Tech announcers and call out the names of the officials and get banned from the next game.
2 receivers split to the near side. Quarterback keeps it himself on the
that's
left-hand
holding.
side, and he gets dropped for a big loss. 54's helmet comes off for Rockport. He has to come out of the game. Kason Jander, Javari Bacon, Dadrian Perez, they were all there to drop the quarterback on a keeper around the left-hand side.
Loss 4.
Loss of 4 brings up 3rd and 12. That never had a chance to make right there, right?
Right.
2 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Gobblers lead 48-6. 2 receivers split to either side. Quarterback remains in a shotgun formation. Takes the snap, drops back, pressured, runs around, goes to his right, looking downfield, throws, incomplete. He was running for his life from the get-go. Punt team comes on for Rockport.
Well, it's a great job by your defense. You give up the first down on the roughing the punter and come out and they go 2 yards minus 4 yards and incomplete, and you get the punting team again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, deep for the Gobblers is going to be Dason Varela and Xavier Durham this time.
And their punter did not limp at all when he ran on the field. He plays soccer. He's also their place kicker.
All right,
Good punt.
Good punt. Xavier Durham calls a fair catch at the 21-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him the 22 maybe. So
5 and 28. 33-yard punt, no return.
Okay. Minute 41 left to go in the third. Gobblers take over, leading 48-6. They come to the line. Single receiver split to the far side. Durham goes in motion. Rosette rolls to his left, pressured, and is dropped for a huge loss inside the 10.
That's one of those.
That's not a play indicative of the Gobbler offense right
tonight.
there.
That's one of those you wonder. I guess he was just running, thought he could outrun him, but he was outside the pocket. If he could have just thrown the ball out of bounds, past the line of scrimmage.
So a big loss there of what, about 10?
Yeah, from the 20, the ball was at the 22. And
all right, Rosette takes the snap, hands off to Tyson, goes up the middle, breaks some tackles, gets pretty good, tough run there by Tyson to get it out to about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, Rosette lost 11 in first down.
Wimberley is up 45-0 in their game. So if this thing holds the way it's going and Wimberley's holds, the Gobblers will have a rematch with the Wimberley Texans next week.
And if you remember, Clay, the first time we played Wimberley, they did not have their starting quarterback.
You're exactly right, Ray.
And their second team quarterback got hurt in the third quarter, so they finished the game with their third quarterback. 2
receivers split to the near side, 1 to the far side. Rosette looks downfield, throws over the head of Tyson Williams, running across crossing route, brings up 4th down.
That was a nice pattern. He just led him just a little bit too much. He was open. That's a long throw, though. Jerry's on the left hash, throwing the ball all the way to the right. You feel what I'm saying? Outside the numbers to the right side of the field. That ball's traveling well over 30 yards laterally or horizontally, not vertically, down the field.
Brant Patek in to do the punting duties. Late comer onto the field. And the Gobblers have to take a timeout. Number 7, Jeremiah Wilson, was late in coming on.
Well, we haven't had to punt much tonight. You can kind of understand that. He's like, I play in the secondary. We score every time we have the ball. I don't need to go back out there yet.
Grace Memorial Chapel, along with Gable Woodworking, are proud sponsors of the Cuero Gobblers. Davis Entities is also a proud sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler Brewster Club. Bush's Chicken, Cuero Record, and Woodhouse Day Spa are all gold sponsors of the Cuero Gobbler Brewster Club. We appreciate all those businesses and their sponsorship. Gobblers back out on the field to punt this thing away. Patek gets away a line drive, so to speak. Takes a Gobbler roll into Pirate territory down at the 47-yard line.
36-yard punt, no return. Clay?
6 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Rockport takes over.
I was going to say, I think I can safely say now you're going to have the district champ of this district, the district champ Wimberley, the district champ Sinton, and the runner-up Navarro. So I think on paper, before the playoffs even started in Region 4, the 4 teams that are left are the 4 teams, you know what I'm saying, that everybody would have said would have been left.
Yeah, I think you're right. Rockport jumps on that play. They'll go back 5, and we'll do it again. Single receiver split to either side for the Pirates. Quarterback hands off to number 5 on the left-hand side, and he goes nowhere. They're going to give him 1. But Jeremiah Wilson, along with Donovan Jones and Javari Bacon there to clean him up. So, folks, that's the end of the third quarter with the Gobblers leading 48-6.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late-inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All right, folks, we're back. Start of the fourth quarter. Rockport facing a 2nd and 12. 2 receivers split to the near side. Quarterback looks to his right, throws out into the right flat. Caught by the running back and driven out of bounds by Sean Burks. Gain of about 8, if I'm not mistaken. Ball's going to be spotted right at the 50.
So gain of 6, Clay.
My bad.
That's okay. I thought they were going to put it to 48. They put it back at the 50. So
you know, Ray,
3rd and 7.
Ray, we haven't seen Choop.
No, he hadn't done. I mean,
In the
after the
second
first
half.
quarter, he hadn't done anything.
Is he in there?
Yeah, he's in there right now.
There he is. He's back there.
But I think at his size, he carried it like 12 times in the first quarter.
And as we say that, he gets it right now around the right-hand side.
But there's nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. They stretch it to the sidelines and force him out of bounds for a loss of 1. 4th and 9. Great defensive play there. Great pursuit
Actually,
by
lost
linebackers
2.
and, yeah, you're right, linebackers and secondary to get over there and just wall that thing off.
And once again, Rockport's going to go for it. I mean, you don't have much choice, but even now going for it, you're not going to be able to score 42 points in 11:48.
2 receivers split to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quarterback backs up. And quick kicks it.
Okay, I like that call. That's a good job by them.
Takes a Pirate roll down inside the 15 to about the 12.
So 2 and 38, a 40-yard quick. We're not going to call it a quick kick on 4th down, but in out of more standard shotgun formation. That
11:38 left to go in the game. Gobbler offense comes out on the field. 1st and 10 from their 12-yard line. Rosette shotgun.
He's going to take a shot deep.
The ball snapped underneath his legs and into the end zone for a Pirate touchdown. First miscue of the night, so to speak, for the Gobblers.
Yeah.
Coach Alvarez can't be happy with that. They played a pretty good, clean game up to now, and then the center snaps up the ball under Jerry Rosette's hands, through his legs, into the end zone, touchdown Pirates. All right, Ray,
So we're going to go team minus 12 in the rushing and call it a fumble for a touchdown.
that's not what you want to do with a desperate team that's was down 42 points. Don't give them anything, you know it?
Yeah.
The old adage, stay on their neck, you know what I mean?
Right.
All right, so the kick is good. That brings the score to 48-13 with 11:31 left to go in the game. The center, Cameron Bodie. Man, I hadn't seen a snap that bad all year from him.
Yeah. Jerry's a pretty good baseball player, but
He couldn't feel that
it
one.
went right through the wicket, if you will.
Deep for the Gobblers is going to be Xavier Durham and Dason Varela. I doubt they kick to these two, though. I stand corrected. It's Tyson Williams and Dason Varela, not Durham. All right. Gobblers need to be ready for anything. And he kicks it away. Kicks it over the head of Tyson Williams into the end zone. Touchback.
Smart move just to let it go and take it at the 25. I think that one in the second quarter or the first quarter after they scored the touchdown, Clay, I think he just miskicked it. I think he slipped or something or stepped funny. Remember when he kicked it about 20 yards on the ground?
The Rockport kicker?
The other two times he's kicked it in the end zone.
Rosette under center. Zyler Jones in the backfield. The handoff is to Jones over the right-hand side. Gain of 1. Rockport defensive front has shown up this second half. Brings up 2nd and 9. Again, Rosette under center. Jones lined up behind
Look how
him.
he turned. I was going to comment about how their cornerback was lining up, but he turned.
Rosette, quick throw out to the right side, caught by LeBron Johnson.
That's not a very good job on the spot. He caught that ball about the 33 and a half, and they're going to put it at inside the 32. So we got to give him 6.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 3 situation for the Gobblers. Tyson Williams lined up behind Rosette, who's under center. Rosette gives it to Williams over the right-hand side. He cuts around the corner, and he's out the gate, folks.
Nope, they caught
him. God, dog, I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have.
They had the angle on him.
They did. He gets it down to the 21-yard line.
So from the 32 to the 22?
21, I think.
That's it.
22,
22,
you're right.
So what? 56 yards.
All right, so good run there by Tyson Williams around the right-hand side.
No, 46. 18 and 28? 32?
Donovan Jones, Zyler Jones gets the pitch over the left-hand side down to about the 15.
So he picked up 7. Zyler did.
Gobblers go quick. And he gets the same call over the left-hand side again. Running people over, folks. Getting into the end zone for a Gobbler touchdown.
Yeah, he just ran over about four
Jones ran over about 4 guys and got into the end zone for a Gobbler touchdown. That's some tough running there by Zeiler.
I don't know what the Rockport coaches. So I'm not saying it's their head coach, but one of their coaches is halfway out on the field just screaming at somebody.
That touchdown brought to you by Lance Tire and Automotive. Harrison Crane set to kick the extra point.
15 yards on the TD.
And he drives it through, folks. So with 9:36 left to go in the game, that brings the score to Cuero 55, Rockport 13, following the 15-yard touchdown bruising run by Zeiler Jones.
Well, 5 plays, 75 yards, a minute 55.
Capped off or highlighted by the Tyson Williams
46-yard run.
46-yard run.
That was just, I'm not going to get tackled. I'm going to go score.
You're exactly right. All right, we have Will Davis in doing the kicking duties on this kickoff. And ironically enough, this kickoff is sponsored by Davis Entities. He line drives it to about the 25-yard line, fielded by the Pirate. He drops it, picks it up, goes down the sidelines. He's down the Gobbler sidelines. Got one man to beat and is driven out of bounds by Devin Blunt, but not after a big return. So that brings the Rockport faithful to their feet.
Yeah, so he kicked it. That's from the 25. That's flag at the 48. It's coming back.
You're exactly right, Ray.
I didn't see that.
Old Eagle Eye Reese over here.
Well, the flag's about the same color as their pants, maybe a little paler. Their coach is one of their coaches is going to get flagged for unsportsmanlike here in a minute. They're halfway out on the field yelling at the officials.
All right, so this thing is coming back. Going to be brought back to the Rockport 38-yard line.
So he gets the carry from the 25 out to he gets 23 on the return, but then they're going to take it back 10 on the penalty. And they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 38.
Tight formation for the Pirates as they come to the line. Quarterback hands off underneath to the running back. Big hole. Gets down into Gobbler territory. So big 13-yard run there on the first play. Wimberley is leading 59-0 now against Ingleside. I think that game's in the books.
13 on first down for them. Clay, we've got some. We're not playing. This is not our starting defense. We got Crane and who else? Somebody else playing linebacker.
Hands off to Choop around the right-hand side. He's driven down at the markers by Harrison Crane. They're going to give him the first down. 55-7, Navarro wins their contest over Port Isabel. Pirates come to the line. Handoff up the middle. Chunks of yards, gets a gain of about 8. As the clock continues to run, 8:24 left to go in the game.
Is that number 5?
Brings up a 2nd and 2. They go with it again over the left-hand side. He gets a first down and more down inside the 25 to about the 22. First down, Pirates.
Six, 4.
Handoff to Choop around the right-hand side. Breaks one tackle, gets forced out of bounds at about the 15. All right, so we do have some subs in there. Looks like we got Garrett Lance. We got the handoff is to the running back over the left-hand side. The opposite side defensive end, Christian Holmes, makes the tackle, which is not a good sign when your backside end makes the tackle, because that means that he's made some yards before that guy can track him
11
down.
yards before he tackled him from behind.
First and goal from the 4-yard line are the Pirates. Handoff again over the right-hand side. Breaking tackles, getting in the end zone is Choop. So he gives something for the Rockport faithful to cheer about. Extra point team comes on for the Pirates. And he drives it through. So, folks, with 7:10 left to go in the game, that brings the score now to Cuero 55, Rockport 20.
So they went 62 yards in 7 plays, all on the ground.
Okay. The lone gobbler deep for the Gobblers is Tyson Williams. Everybody's playing close to the line, thinking this may be an onside. And he drives it deep. Goes out the back of the end zone.
You know, their kicker, Cristobal De Leon, you know, and you see it a lot. I mean, he's not a big kick, but it's all about leverage and it's all about timing and coordination and how you swing your leg. He's obviously played soccer, but I bet he doesn't weigh 135, 140 pounds. He kicked that ball 61, 62 yards in the air.
All right, so we have a new quarterback in the game, Mason Notaro. Notaro in a shotgun formation, single receiver split to either side. Notaro takes the snap, keeps it himself around the left-hand side, gets around the corner, out past the 40, into Pirate territory. Flag on the play, late flag. This thing's coming back. Big run by Mason Notaro, going to come back, folks. Man. You got to hate to see that.
But he's still going to – the ball will snap from the 25 after the penalty. It's still going to be about a 20-yard gain.
They have an injured Pirate on the field.
Oh, no, there's a flag over here too, Clay.
Oh.
There's a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
All right, the injured Pirate is up and walking off. So they're taking this thing back to
Yeah, they're going
the
to say there was
15-yard
holding
line.
at the line of scrimmage, apparently.
All right, so a nice run there by Mason Nataro is negated and brought all the way back. 1st and 20. Shotgun formation. Nataro takes the snap. Quick throw out to the right flat. In and out of the hands of Donovan Jones.
Only bad thing about throwing incomplete passes is the clock doesn't move.
Yep. All right, Gobblers come to the line. Play clock goes to 3, 2. He gets it off. Hands off over the right-hand side. Good. Another. That's going to be against them, I believe, Ray. Big run there by, can't tell who that is, 28.
Was it 28 for Cuero?
No, I don't. Not 28. They're in the 28. Anyway, there's a late flag got thrown in by the back judge. I think it may have been helmet to helmet or something, because there was no other Gobblers around the tackle.
Right. He got up, thank goodness. Let's figure out who ran the ball here. Number.
All right, folks, we're back. The
God, they moved it back. So
the Pirate that was injured walked off on his own. The Gobbler runner was Travis Seals on the
So
good
he
run.
made 12 yards, and they called holding on us, and they moved it back 10. So now it's 2nd and 18.
All right. Nataro, shotgun formation, takes the snap, keeps it himself, cuts it upfield. Short gain of about 1, maybe 2. That's it. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
Give him 2, yeah. So what we got, 3rd and 16? No.
Game clock goes under 6 minutes. Looks like we got a couple of solid green helmets out there, Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they better hurry up on this play.
They have to call
The
timeout.
play caller hadn't even gotten to the huddle yet. They're going to have to call the timeout. And that's what they do. The Gobblers take the timeout with 5:31 left to go in the game, leading 55-20.
You know, Clay, realistically in this game, you got to be proud of your defense. They really only gave up 6 points.
You're right.
You know, the one touchdown was a gift on the snap through the center's legs. It was a fumble recovered in the end zone, a snap through Jerry's quarterback's legs, Jerry Rossett. And then that last drive was
all
second team and some green helmeted people, which means they're not on the varsity or meaning they're off the JV or the freshman. But that's just great game experience. I mean, that helps you. You know, teams that don't get to keep going in the playoffs, it's just like another 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. You follow what I'm saying? Of getting better.
Yep. Okay. Gobbler offense comes to the line. They better hurry up on this play, too. Play clock under 5. Notaro gets it off, keeps it himself around the right-hand side. Drop for a loss. And a flag on the play. You may be on the Pirate tackle, Ray. Face mask. That's what the signal was from the side judge.
Well, he sure went down in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? That's on the far side of the field here.
Yep. All right, so Gobblers benefit from the Pirate face mask. Going to be 1st and 10. Keeps this drive moving.
So
Ball's going to be taken out to the 31-yard line.
So I guess we give him -3 on the rush, but then we get the penalty for 15. That's a big deal because it just lets you run more time off the clock.
Notaro keeps it himself over the right-hand side, spinning around, getting out close to the 40.
Attaboy.
Going to give him the 43. 2nd and 3.
Yeah, nice pickup of 7.
Good game experience, like you said, for Mason Notaro, who may take over the quarterback duties next year.
Right.
Jerry Rosette being a senior. Notaro under center. Fumbles the ball, but I think he recovered it. Didn't get the snap cleanly. Ball goes to the ground. He loses a yard on the play. 3rd and 4. Gobblers are definitely milking this clock.
Yeah, he is doing. They were doing a good job of that for sure.
Play clock down to 3. 2 gets it off. Notaro fakes and keeps it himself. Still on his feet. Gets driven back. Another loss. They are punishing Notaro. Rockport has the ball in the end zone. They're going to say he was down, Ray, I hope.
Yeah, the forward progress was stopped. I mean, they pushed him back 5 or 6 yards before they jerked the ball away. So let's see, the 37 back to the 30. Where are they going to put it, 32 or 31? 32. So he lost 5.
All right, so 4th and 9. We have a final. Yorktown lost 56-48.
Oh, wow.
Man. They're playing Granger. So Yorktown, our DeWitt County neighbor, Yorktown season has ended. All right, Brant Patek in to punt the ball. The play clock is at at 10 seconds. The game clock is at 2:19. So they're definitely milking this clock, getting this game over with. Snap by Patek. He gets it off, almost blocked. Goes out of bounds at the 43-yard line, 44-yard line. So Rockport will take over from their 44.
24-yard punt, no return.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go.
Hey, that possession chewed up 5 minutes and 5 seconds.
There you go. Should have. All right, and it looks like the Gobbler.
We only have 10 guys on defense.
Yeah, Gobbler coaching staff calls a timeout. All right. So
we're not laughing at what's
game
going on.
plan
We're laughing
here,
at our coaches in the booth.
The game
next to
plan
us.
here, folks, is do not allow another touchdown, from what we could tell in the booth next to us, along with some colorful language.
Right.
So here we go, Gobbler defense. Don't allow another touchdown. Rockport comes to the line. Tight formation. Hands off to Choop around the right-hand side. Got blockers. Late flag. Wow. Harrison Crane hit him late, and they're going to tack 15 more onto this long run. So definitely not the way you want to end this thing, Ray.
Yeah, so from the 43, he picks up 7 and 8. He picks up 15 on the rush, and then we get 15 on the penalty. So it ends up being 30 yards of field position. So the ball is going to go all the way to the 27-yard line.
All right. Clock is at 1:58. Folks, we appreciate everybody listening out there tonight. Those of you out there barbecuing, those of you having cold refreshments, Roscoe's and so forth. We got a Rockport running back goes around the left-hand side, gets another Gobbler first down close to the 10-yard line. Going to give him about the 12, huh, Ray?
Yep.
So the coaching staff next to us does not want any more points on the board for Rockport.
Well, but I don't think they have any control over who's in the game and who's not on the game. Is what I think what they're frustrated about.
Handoff around the right-hand side. Running back gets inside the 10, down to about the 6. Minute 27. This is a moral victory for these for the defense. Going to give them the 7-yard line. Moral victory for these Gobblers that are out on the field right now. You want coaching staff wants them to show some pride and not let the Pirates into the end zone to finish this thing off. Pirates hand off to the running back over the left-hand side. He gets into the end zone. So clock reads 59 seconds. Rockport scores.
This is very reminiscent, except there's been no onside kicks. We had a game against Navarro several years back when my son was a senior. I guess that would have been in 13, that we were up 3 or 4 scores, and in the last minute and a half, 2 minutes of the game, they ended up scoring like 21 points and made the score look a whole lot different than what the domination of the game was.
All right, so the point after is good. That brings the score to Cuero 55, Rockport 27 with 59 seconds left to go in the game. We can say that we're going to be facing Wimberley next week. Date, time, place is undetermined. It's either going to be on Friday night or Saturday night, Ray. Could be Friday during the day. You're right.
Well, that was a 57-yard drive in 4 plays, aided by a 15-yard penalty. Took 1 minute and 6 seconds.
Okay. Rockport set to kick this thing off. And he drives it deep again. Cuero has no timeouts. Rockport has 2. Let's see if they go into the victory formation. You think, Ray? Oh. Rockport takes a timeout.
I mean, they still playing all their starters. I know you're behind, but you think you'd let some kids, you're not going to win. You think you'd let some kids see some action just to say they've played in playoff games. Hey, Clay, this is very reminiscent of what Jack told us when we were talking before the coaches show this morning, how Rockport seems to score a lot of points right at the end of the game. He said a lot of their scores, they beat people, 50, 60 to nothing, but he said a lot of the points come in the last half of the fourth quarter.
Well, you got to give it to Rockport. They haven't given up.
No, that's right. Give them credit. Yes.
It was 55 to 13, and they've scored, every time they've had the ball pretty much this in the fourth quarter. So, all right, so the Gobblers do take a knee on that play.
So, -1. Yeah.
This most likely would be the last play of the game.
Yep, one more snap. That'll do it. That's it.
All right, and he did take a knee, and that will be the last play of the game. So, folks, your final here at Victoria Memorial Stadium, Cuero 55, Rockport 27. Tune in or check out Facebook, social media to see date, time, location of next week's game. We will bring it to you audio only, so tune in next week and listen to us. And thanks for listening, folks.